Nervos Network, is it set to do a 700% return? That's what we're going to look at today. We are going to look at some fundamentals. We're definitely going to look at the psychology and the technicals using Elliott wave and Fibonacci. So if you like today's video, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. If you don't know me by now, my name is Jugir. I'm the award-winning author of The Extraordinary New Venture Capital Opportunity, How to Invest Like a Pro. Been doing currency trading for over 15 years and now focused on crypto. Featured in this best-selling book, 2008 High Probability Trading Strategies. And I use some of this wisdom that we're going to bring to the table today. So let's dive in. So we're on CoinMarketCap. Nervos Network today is ranked number 131. Market cap is 300 million. Price is 0.1. So it's a 1 cent, 1 cent, 1.1 cent, or 1.2 cent, should we say. The all-time high market cap, by the way, has been over $1 billion with Nervos Network. So that's important to be aware of. And the all-time high price has been 4 cents. It's been as high as 4 cents. So it's been as high as 4x from where it is today. If we put that on the spreadsheet, if we can bring it up, let's have a look. If we say Nervos Network, I don't know why they call it CKB, but that's their ticker symbol. They are ranked 131. Today's price was 0.01178, I believe it was. And then their all-time high, did I see it right? Let's just have a look again, just to make sure I got it right. All-time high was, boom, boom. Let's just copy and paste that so we get it bang on the money. And then for its all-time high, it'll be a 400% reaching its all-time high. But we want to look at what is the potential beyond the all-time high. So let's just remind ourselves, if you don't know already, what is Nervos Network? Let's just jump onto the website. There are a blockchain platform. So they're a blockchain platform for universal applications. So applications being built, and I'm assuming, so the Nervos Network is an open source public blockchain ecosystem and collection of protocols creating the foundation for a universal internet-like public network. There you go. That's what it is. You can go through the website. They got a lot. They've got a great thing that shows what they've done to date. And, you know, they've got DEX. They've got their rest. They've got quite a lot. And I think they're building quite a lot as well. I looked at this a while ago. I haven't looked at it for quite a while. But let's look at the technicals next. Let's just jump straight into the technicals of Nervos. So I've actually done the work today already. So we're not going to focus too much. What we're going to do is just quickly remind ourselves of the theory. You know, Elliott wave theory and Fibonacci combined. The pattern recognition we're looking for is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 combined by an A, B, C, and then a continuation of the trend. So with Nervos, we're looking at a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of a 1 and a correction A, B, C. However, you will see that the correction is an A, B, C, D, E. That's what you call a complex correction. Anything that's beyond an A, B, C is a complex correction. So we've got this A, B, C. Typically, that's where we'll end. That's where we're expected to end, and we'll look to go long. But the market sometimes just does what it does, and it forms a complex correction, which is another leg down. Next most common type of complex correction is an A, B, C, D, E, which is 5 waves to the down. Bump, 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 bump. So now we're saying a wave 5 of an E of a 2. Done some Fibonacci retracements, end of wave 5s. We've done a 78.6% retracement, which is measured from the wave 1 low to the wave 1 high, projected down or retraced down. So we've got a cluster, and now we've hit this crucial point of drawing a rectangle. So it looks like, potentially, especially from this wave anyway, that we've had this move to the upside, which is bigger than any other previous move to the upside, which shows us that we're likely going to see at least a minimum of 3 waves. A, B, C, or a 1, 2, 3 forming a whole new trend. Now we want to be on the side of it looks like it's going to form a whole new trend, taking everything into account. But what I want to focus on today is if it does form a wave 3, and it does form an all-time new high, and it takes out this, where is it likely to go? Well, I told you 700% for Nervos Network. Well, if it does unfold, especially if it takes out this high over here, that will be a big confidence, and it closes above this high. We can be relatively confident it's going to continue to the upside and do a move similar to this, but the most typical move to this relationship between this and the next wave up is actually 1.618. What does that mean? We're going to measure this and add 1.618, and then that will tell us what the next move is likely to be. Well, guess what? Light blue Peter, here's one I prepared earlier. I wanted to kind of give you a quick update today on Nervos. And there you have it. Here's the price projection. So we measured this wave 1 projected from the wave 2 low and projected up. And it said that wave 3, the most typical, is 1.618, which leads us to the price of 0.072. 0.072. So if we use the spreadsheet, now we're going to be for a slightly different purpose here, but let's just pull it up, the spreadsheet. We know we said the all-time high. I need to pull up the decimal points. But let's just change this all-time high to 7.2. If we go to 7.2, we'll see that it's 600% net and 700% gross based on today's price, which is 12 cents. So it's around 700%. But one last thing is, let's just make sure we got it on the chart first. 2.618. So a typical maximum of a wave 3, typical minimum is 1.618 of a wave 1. Typical maximum is this. So we got a range. And we don't have enough information to say which one's going to be more likely. As the market unfolds, we can determine it later on. But we can also do one other thing, an external retracement. Let's just do it here. Let's do it fast. Bump, bump. And the typical is going to be 1.618 and 2.618. So you can see that just tells us there's a cluster zone and a cluster zone. So we'll have, again, we don't have the time analysis yet. Should we do time as well? Let's do time. Let's do it. Time, wave 1 typically took here that much time. We're going to project it forward. Boom, so that's the time. So it says the date is December 2021. December 2021 is the time that we should expect. So therefore, we can draw 2 price targets. Bump. Again, it's quite broad at the moment because we don't have enough information. So we don't need to go any more narrow than this. We've got 2 very clear time targets. So there you have it. 7.2 cents or 11 cents. Now 11 cents, if it got to 11 cents, well, then it's going to be 1,000% return from where it is today. Is it guaranteed? Absolutely not. But let's just put in 11. Bump, bump, bump. That would be 9.6, which is 1,000%. 1,000% or 959 to the nearest 100 or to the nearest whole number. That is 1,000% return. So there you have it. A nice update with Nervos. I think one of you asked me about it a little while ago. You know, so when you ask me for a coin, it's got a long list. And it just gets added to the list. It gets added to the list. And eventually, hopefully, I'll get to the list. So CKB, you asked for it. I brought it to you. This is what it looks like. It looks like there's a high probability that the trend has reversed and we've started this wave 3. And if it does unfold and we overtake this all-time high, which is relatively highly probable, it's a strong project from what I see. And the psychology of the market looks pretty healthy over the medium term. So there you have it, 2 price projections. So if you like today's video, like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. Let's finish on a quote. We're still on this book, Think and Grow Rich. Let's keep it simple. This was at the end of chapter 4. It said, this is a good one. It's a good one. You ready for it? The only limitation is that one which sets upon itself or yourself. The only limitation is that which one sets up in one's own mind was the actual one. Yeah, the only limitation is that which one sets up in one's own mind. In other words, you are the only limitation. That could be good news and it could be bad news. You know, because if you're able to look in the mirror and say if there's great things happening in your life, hey, it's you. If there's not so great things happening in your life and things are not really mapping out, especially when it comes to your financial health, hey man, if you can look in the mirror and say you are the only limitation, but that allows you to start to take control of those limitations and your mind, your thoughts, and kind of reprogram your mind with action, with a clear plan, and really getting that desire, that why, to put in the work. And you put in the work and you act with consistency, especially if you've got your long-term game plan in play, because most people overestimate what they can do short-term and underestimate what they can do long-term. Long-term meaning 5 years, 10 years, and even beyond. Good work today. Nervos Network, we got your update. I will see you soon in a future video.